What up, everybody? Kevin Uvery here. Some of you know me and some of you don't, but if you don't, you're going to get to know me soon. I'm starting a podcast called Wild Adventures. And to make a long story short, I'm going to be taking people out in the wild and teaching them my recipes. I'm a chef, and our family's owned 7 different restaurants here in Casper, Wyoming, dating back to 1984. That's when I got started, man. I'm 60 years old, and we just sold our last place in August, called the Fort Saloon and Eatery. And I've been on a bummer ever since then because I don't know what I was going to do next. I've been trying to figure it out, praying about it, thinking about it. Maybe I should do a food truck, blah, blah, blah. I love food so much that I don't want to get away from it. And I can't get away from it, so I'm not going to. So I'm going to do a podcast and come out here and teach people how to cook in the outdoors. We're going to glam it up a bit. You don't need to do just burgers and dogs and marshmallows, man. I'm talking about doing ribs, steak, jambalaya, all kinds of different things. Tricks from the trade that I've learned through the years. I used to go to the Culinary Institute in Denver, Colorado, a Colorado Institute of Art. And I'll do it really briefly and give you just a brief history here so you can see where I came from and where I'm going. So we've had 7 different restaurants here in Wyoming, just like I told you. We started with Arthur Treacher's Seafood, which was a fast food joint similar to Long John Silver's, which I'm sure many of you know what that is, right? And we ended up changing that into Partners, which was a family style restaurant that did comfy kind of food, chicken fried steaks, burgers, that kind of thing, just kind of like a family diner. And that was okay. But then we changed it to Adam's Rib, which became famous here in Casper, Wyoming for its barbecue. We had the best ribs that I've ever had and still believe that to this day. And I have that recipe, which I'm going to teach you how to do out in the wild. We then acquired a place called Joseph's downtown. It was in the tall yellow building on 100 North Center. Most of you from Casper know what that was. There used to be a restaurant called the Drawbridge there, and we called it Joseph's. It was a fine dining experience. Really cool place. And after that, we ended up acquiring El Jarro. If you're from Casper, Wyoming, you know what El Jarro is. El Jarro was famous for its green chili and its Tex-Mex food. Big place. Seats over 300 people. And after that, I came back from culinary school and opened up a place called Casual Jack's, which was really trendy for its time. Huge menu, all kinds of unique salads. I did my ribs there and salads, wraps, you name it. We did the whole 9 yards there. It was really trendy, cool place. And when we sold that, we still had El Jarro going and decided to shut that down when my father wanted to retire. So in 2012, I changed El Jarro to the Fort Saloon and Eatery, which was a bar and grill here in Casper, Wyoming. And I had all kinds of cool food. I added a pool hall, dance floor, live venue. We had karaoke, the whole 9 yards. Anyways, we sold that in August of 2025. And I've been kind of depressed ever since then. Today is the 1st of July. And just in the last few weeks, I've decided on what I'm going to do next. And it's weird how God works, because when you pray, he answers your prayers. And what happened was my next door neighbor started talking to me about what's going on with you now. What are you doing nowadays? And I told him I'm not sure. Maybe a food truck. I thought about opening up a little place just with a couple employees, but I really kind of wanted to get away from that because I need a break from it. I've been doing it forever. And he said, man, he's part of the camera crew over at Highland Park Community Church, which is the biggest church here in Casper, Wyoming. I think maybe the biggest church in the state. But he's been into videography since 1990, and he said, why don't you come over and see if you like this camera gig? And I said, that's kind of cool because I've been thinking about doing this podcast, and he said he could teach me about the editing, the sound, the lighting, all of that. So yeah, I jumped on it, and I went over there, and they put me behind the camera. Long story short, he's got me going to church again, which is a good thing, right? And which is increasing my relationship with God, starting to get my life headed back in the right direction. And all of a sudden I'm on the camera crew over there filming, and he's teaching me the little tricks of the trade. Now he wants me to go in with him and get into videography, so that's what I'm doing. By November I'll be certified, and I can do weddings, I can do real estate. You see now they do that, where they use a drone to film properties and go through the homes and whatnot. I can do live venues like concerts and different kinds of music gigs. But mostly what he's going to be getting into, and what he wants me to get into as well, is certified law videography. And after November, when we go to Virginia and test, I will be certified in that. And that's like filming depositions and setting up cameras in the courtroom and attorney-client meetings, all that legal kind of stuff. But it just happened to work out perfect for what I wanted to do out here, this podcast. So I'm going to be teaching you everything that I've learned since 1984 from culinary school in the restaurant business. I have hundreds, thousands of recipes and kitchen hacks and tricks that I'm going to teach you. And I'm going to be doing it out of my kitchen at home, because that's where I have most of my cooking equipment, and I have everything from sous vide to you name it, some of the best grills and whatnot. But out here is where I really want to do it. I want to show you how to do it just like you're at home, preparing the greatest steak you've ever had. I think maybe one of my coolest videos ever will be catching brook trout out of the stream, which is right down below me, but I have a couple other streams in mind. Anyways, film me catching those trout, cleaning them, and grilling them the way that I make them. A lot of people say trout is fishy and they don't like it. Not the way I make it, brother. You have my trout, you'll never eat it the same way again that you're used to. But anyways, I wanted to bring you up here and show you my spot. This is going to be the first video. I haven't decided the menu yet, but I'm going to show you something cool. I'm going to have this back here in the background. That is the Shirley Basins back there. I'm up here on Muddy Mountain, which is south of Casper, Wyoming. But to make a long story short, God is good, man. He answers prayers, and this is the direction I'm going. I'm 60 years old, and I can see me doing this until I'm 75, maybe longer, and then hand it off to my kid. So keep an eye out for me at Wild Adventures. My website will be wildadventures.net, and I will link everything to all my different social media coming up. And make sure you like the videos, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you tell everybody. In the meantime, just want to say God bless you all, and have a good day. See you soon.